apparently that did not go how I planned. Good evening, everybody. This is a PWZ podcast with the head honcho, Rick Del Santo, and joining me this evening and every Tuesday evening, Showtime, Marcel Williams. What is going on?
What is up? We are here on May 17th, 2022. We are here. Adonis popped in on time. We are
goodness.
We are hot. So yeah, man. We are here. PWZ, regular time.
My comments are not coming up yet. What the hell? Oh, there he is. Hello, Adonis. So I made a promise to Adonis next week. I have a special guest, Fly 9 Noriega, is coming on Monday. It is Adonis's birthday. I made a promise to not make fun of Adonis in the chat. So I don't know how long that will last, though.
Well, you know, Adonis got a streak going on, a blocking streak. So I'm hoping I hope he breaks it tonight.
That is correct.
And that means hopefully you don't get blocked. So you kind of like what, 5-0? So
right.
we hoping that it gets broken.
Well, we did have a talk with him over the weekend. So maybe we didn't have to slap him around. So
Yeah, we had a therapy session.
That's right. He did look at us like we were crazy, though. So there's a lot going on in the world of professional wrestling. Of course, WWE, big news out of WWE that Sasha and Naomi have walked out, left the belts on the table when they went to go meet with John Laurinaitis because they wanted both of them to, what was exactly? They wanted both of them to do a job that they did not want to do in singles matches or in the six-pack challenge, correct?
Well, what was advertised before the show even started, even 8 minutes in, it was a six-pack challenge. That's what I seen like after the cage match when as we review Raw later. But it was advertised as a six-pack challenge. It was Sasha Banks, Naomi, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki ASH. And it was promoted 10, 15 minutes in, and then things change, and as the story continues on, the news came out. Sasha and Naomi had their bags packed and put the belts on the table on John Laurinaitis' table and walked out. Vince McMahon found out later. I guess he found out like a little bit beginning of the show, and that's why it was advertised as six-pack challenge. And all of a sudden, everything just changed. You could tell the way the motion of the show was going on. But yeah, man, they walked out.
So one of the things is, I guess, that one of the Becky Lynch segments that was inserted was not initially supposed to be there, and it was just done on the fly, so to speak.
Yeah, it was last minute because basically the time that they had, which we found out was like 6-8 minutes that Asuka and Becky Lynch had. So you can imagine putting a 4-way on TV last minute. We all see how 4-ways is miscommunication, so they made it simple and just had Asuka versus Becky Lynch for 8 minutes. They did business. They did a good match for the time that they had to run the gun with it, and I enjoyed it. It was a good main event for 8 minutes, but it's unfortunate, man. I mean, we had things like this in the past. We had Austin, walk out in 2002, and the way they bashed Sasha and Naomi on TV. It was the same way they did to Austin that night. So, and we had CM Punk do the same thing. So it's one of these deals where it's unfortunate for all sides of the playing field here because sometimes it's not that serious. Sometimes it's not. I mean, truthfully, what we heard was Naomi was supposed to win the six-pack challenge and go on to face Bianca Belair, and then I guess Sasha later on supposed to challenge Ronda Rousey. So it's supposed to have been a tag team champion split, getting the championship opportunity on Hell in a Cell. But what is your opinion before I get mine, Rick?
My opinion?
Yeah.
I've expressed my opinion online. I haven't gone completely crazy because Marcel knows I like to rant, so I save it for the show. My rant is, it's a work. That's it. WWE acknowledged everything that supposedly happened and made a statement using insider terms that most people are not aware of, that maybe the WWE audience. Hello, J-Cal from the Alliance blog. Thank you for tuning in. So that's what made me think that the whole entire thing was just a work.
I don't think it's a work. I think the way the press release was put out, and the way they grilled everything throughout the night, it's been done before. Austin wasn't at work. CM Punk wasn't at work.
This is the second time that Sasha walked out. If you remember that her and Bayley walked out during WrestleMania 35 or prior to it.
Kind of the same issue. The women tag team titles was going on. Guardian Chaos, he popped back in, but it's a business. To me, I feel like it was a big opportunity for both of them. I mean, I understand they want the women's tag team champions to be serious, but I mean, Adonis, he said, I feel like they was disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand, people on the roster get worse bookings.
Yes.
We've seen a lot worse. This wasn't even that bad.
It's a business. I think it was kind of unprofessional behavior in a way. I could be completely wrong, about it being a work. It's just I thought that the statement WWE made throughout the entire thing, claiming to scripted performance and all this other stuff, it just, to me, it just came off like a little bit too fishy.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Press release saying that, basically they was crying like babies. I'm just going to give you somebody that was typing it the way they felt, crying like babies, and basically they didn't want to work with certain people because they felt like they was unsafe and all this other noise. It's kind of I feel bad for the roster, because if that was the case, now you got 4 ladies that kind of feel like, am I an unsafe worker? Do they feel that type of way about me for real?
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff that's been stirred up within the last 24 hours, and I just wish both sides come to a conclusion and fix this. I mean, go ahead, next one.
T and Couponer, heard the original plans were Naomi to win 6-pack match, then versus Bianca, women's title at Hell in the Cell, then Sasha versus Ronda Hell in the Cell. Yeah, that's I think that's pretty much what Marcel broke down earlier. Hello, T and Couponer. Thank you for tuning in as always.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. Just hopefully both sides work it out. I mean, I don't see Sasha getting released because they basically need each other. Naomi, she's with the Usos, who's in a big program with Roman Reigns. So it's kind of it's kind of a crazy situation.
Guardian of Chaos says, not the first, second, or last time Sasha has acted entitled. Just my opinion. Naomi is awesome and being led. Yeah, I somewhat agree with that. Yes, but like I said, I gave my opinion just a couple minutes ago. I feel that it's a little too fishy, but it's possible that what about them coming back and joining the bloodline, becoming a part of it? They are dating one of the Usos. Someone recommended that today when I was talking to them, and not recommended, but suggested that when I were speaking with them. I thought that would be interesting.
Naomi's supposed to have been on the bloodline. I wish that would have happened a long time ago, but at this point right now, with Roman Reigns on light duty, not light duty as in working, but taking time off.
Right.
Doing a smart move and taking a summer vacation.
Is he going into an acting career? Is that true? That rumor true?
I can see it happening. He has the look. Yeah.
I made the Aquaman joke last week, but I guess it probably didn't stick very well. But
I don't think so.
No. No. So I guess that pretty much wraps up that. I don't really have much else to offer until we see more or hear more probably in the next couple days. I'm sure, it'll be coming out, probably Observer, Mike Johnson, whoever will be. And I'm sure WWE will make a statement in the next couple of days as well. Another maybe more realistic one, more believable to me.
Yeah, we just gotta sit and wait and see what happens on SmackDown. I'm sure SmackDown going to be a must-see event this Friday to see what happens with this Sasha and Naomi saga besides the show itself. But stay tuned, and then we be Fly and I in the house, excited to be a guest. Okay,
excited to be a guest on your show. Thank you, Fly and I Noriega. Next Monday, tune in the 23rd. I actually messed up the dates when confirming it with him. I told him the wrong date, and it was like a few days before. So next Monday, please tune in because I'm really looking forward to talking to Fly and I. It's going to be fun. And as I said earlier, it's Adonis's birthday. So we'll try not to go too hard on you, buddy.
Yeah, so. he got a streak going on, people. Streak.
There you go. Mickey Biggs is here as well. Hello, Mickey. Tune in tomorrow night for the NWA Spotlight. Me and Mickey will be here talking about all things NWA.
Speaking of NWA, we got Ric Flair last match coming up soon.
What a segue.
There we go. We know how to do segues.
Hang on, I got something for this. Ric Flair has announced it's pretty much official that he will be returning to the ring. And rumor is that it's supposed to be a tag team match involving Ricky Steamboat. Rumor is right now that it's Flair teaming with FTR and supposed to be the other team. The opposing team is possibly Steamboat and maybe the Rock and Roll Express, which it's going to be a disaster, but I will watch it. But I will watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah, we all know the history, what's going on with this match. Rock and Roll Express is continuing their tour. Nothing wrong with it. They still look like they still can go. You got FTR tearing up the local scene of the indies and tearing it up on ROH and everywhere else in AEW. But the kicker here is we got Ric Flair with a pacemaker in his heart. We see little clips here and there with him working out in the ring with Jay Lethal. Little bumps, little retro things going on. But remember, he got a pacemaker in his heart.
It's all going to take place at StarCast 5. I believe it's SummerSlam weekend at the Fairgrounds in Nashville, Tennessee. And let's not forget this. It's going to be a Ric Flair roast right here. Friday, July 29th, which will be on Fight. So I have not seen or heard anybody that will be taking a part of that as of yet.
Yeah, we also got to mention Ricky Steamboat as well. This is a question mark for him too. We know that he had a brain injury that he expired a few years ago within the Nexus, when the Nexus was jumping everybody. So we got to pay attention to his health issues as well. But I heard he's been doing some things on the indies, doing some active things.
My wife's family lives down in North Carolina, and he did a whole signing up at where's that place? At some indie event there. They said that it was quite enjoyable to meet him. He was fun to talk to. Yeah. Yep. Let's see what else. And how old is Steamboat? I did not catch how old Steamboat was.
I think Mickey Big says 69.
69. Flair is 73. Jeez, man, this is crazy. It's going to be weird to watch these two legends. Of course, they had a legendary feud back in the early 80s. And then, of course, in 1989, they had the greatest trilogy in probably professional wrestling history.
Chi-Town Rumble.
Yep. For
Chi-Town Rumble.
Steamboat won the NWA World title. And GOC. I got to put this one up there. Where'd it go? All right. Hang on. Here you go. They fought over the NWA title in 1989. Steamboat won it. They just had an amazing 2 out of 3 falls at Clash of the Champions that year. So yeah, dude, I'm part of me as a kid wants to see it, but at the same time, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, hopefully we'd be wrong about it. Hopefully,
I hope so.
And I agree with T and Couponer. Agree, Rick Greatest Trilogy '89, Flair versus Steamboat. Let's not forget about the revisit in '94 at Spring Stampede 1994.
Correct. Yep.
And also on Saturday night a week later. Those classics, that was kind of like our farewell gift between these two. Time is a wonderful thing, and I was young watching these matches, but those is great classics from greatest of all time, both of them.
Don't forget, yeah, of course, and don't forget, Steamboat did come out of retirement for a brief period to feud with Jericho, which he actually did way better than expected at that age. But this is before he had the issues, the health issues.
Yes, man. I mean, Ricky Steamboat, besides Undertaker and Shawn Michaels still in the show at WrestleMania 25, he took it too. With the Jimmy Snuka and Rowdy Piper, two late legends, teaming up with Ricky Steamboat to face Jericho in a handicap match. That was a show stealer of seeing Ricky Steamboat do those arm drags and steal the show with Jericho. And then, like you said, the next following month on Backlash. Before it was Backlash. It wasn't WrestleMania Backlash. It was Backlash. Ricky Steamboat facing Jericho.
Greatest arm drag.
Classic.
Greatest arm drag in the business. That's right. So I guess we are here to, let me make sure that I got it lined up. We're going to take a break real quick. Hang on. Let me find it here. Sorry. I got it. And here you go. I should have live, people. We are live. I'm trying to do this on the fly, but here you go. We got a break right here.
Tracy Smothers, Harley Race, Tim Storm, Bushwhacker Luke, Bobby Fulton. The Pro Wrestling Vault, Volume 1. Bill Dundee, Supermex Hernandez, C.W. Anderson, Ricky Morton, Sir Mo, and many others share their stories of determination, triumph, and sorrow. Get your book today at Russellville.com or at Amazon.com. Russellville, it's where wrestling lives.
Are you a fan of horror movies?
Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the Book of the Dead.
What about cult classics?
Your move, creep.
If you are, you'll love Shocking Things. Please search for us on all the major podcasting platforms. To see our social media and a direct link to our podcast, please go to anchor.fm/shockingthings.
That was loud. Let's see. So we're gonna move on to some AEW Rampage. What did you think of this episode overall? Before we start breaking it down,
it was 5:30 in the afternoon. I was at work. I had to watch it later. It's the NBA playoff time.
Yeah, that's why it's they're putting it on at 5. Yes. Championship Wrestling out of Massachusetts, a somewhat newer indie that they're cooking out some good shows there. Let's see. We started with the Death Triangle, defeating the Butcher, the Blade, and Marquen. Whatever happened to the other guy from the other? What's the name of that tag team again?
Private Party.
There you go. I couldn't think of it. I knew it was Party something. Yep.
Whoa,
Fuck the NBA. Whoa. That's a little harsh.
What's not wrong with the NBA guy? Come on.
I will
take. Know what time it is? It's May. It's playoff season.
I will take pro wrestling over the NBA. Maybe not baseball, but you know.
Oh, so we might lose advertisers of NBA people here.
That's right. Let's see. This was an okay match. It was nothing to write home about.
Nah, it's just a showcase for the Death Triangle to build up for the House of Black. Yeah, those Knicks are terrible, my guy. Hate to tell you. I'm just saying.
It's actually my wife's favorite team as well. So
yeah, my dad lives there every day, every time. Yeah. He's already used to Knicks losing. But on to wrestling. Sorry, I know Adonis.
This is a wrestling show.
I know Adonis having a heart attack over here about to act a fool. He's like, I swear these guys talk to me about this. Showcase.
No. We didn't talk about that. It was just acting like a jackass. That's,
exactly.
Let's see. Yeah. After the match, the lights went out and the House of Black were standing on the outside of the ring. And then the lights went out again and they were gone.
Yeah, we did the retro Undertaker type vibe going on here. This 6-man tag match is going to be off the chain at Double or Nothing. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah, it's going to be. I can't wait for this. That's not this weekend, is it? Or is it the following weekend?
I think it's the following weekend.
Okay. All right. No promises to a post show because it is a Sunday night, and if that shit ends at 1:00 in the morning again, I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna have to wait till the next night.
Yeah, we might do a run in on Monday because it ain't gonna happen, brother. It doesn't work for me, brother.
Last time we tried that, it was the shit ended after midnight. We just said fuck this.
Yeah.
So pardon my language.
I gotta go to work in the morning. So I don't want to sit there and looking crazy.
We have to act
crazy out in these streets.
We have to act like responsible adults and go to work the next day.
But if it does run late, which I know it will, we all know how AEW pay-per-views go.
They're all like 5 hours.
You hopefully do a Monday if Rick don't have no interviews scheduled.
I will purposely not book one just for that night. So we can get this one out of the way. Also, not to mention, Sean Spears defeated Beer Boulder. Just another preliminary match.
Yeah, just showcase Sean Spears going into thank you, TN Couponer, Double or Nothing on May 29th, Memorial Day weekend. We'll be drunk that weekend. Oh, absolutely. Wait. Memorial Day weekend? We're off. I'm off.
Oh, shit. Breaking news. We will be live right after Double or Nothing.
There we go. Correction.
And seeing that
we will be live and drunk.
Exactly. The beer will be flowing that evening.
Yes.
So, let's see. Lexi Nader. What's that?
Get there.
Yeah.
It's a showcase for Sean Spears.
Gotcha.
Get ready for Wardlow in a steel cage match. As we preview Dynamite tomorrow night, what do you think of Sean Spears' chances against Wardlow? We all know the story, huh?
He's going to get murdered.
Probably one of the biggest pop of the night besides Double or Nothing with him and MJF.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just going to get killed. Like, I don't think he has much of a Adonis. We told you before not to do that. So we will get to it when we get to it. Thank you. What beer am I drinking? No. My name's not the professor tonight. It's Head Honcho. Okay. All right. So
I was told that before we got on air that he's the head honcho.
Yeah. the professor may return again, but I am drinking a classy beer. Okay, Pabst Blue Ribbon. So, no, I did not. Head something. Shut up, Nick. Let's see. I did not want to spend tons of money because people keep stealing my beer out of my fridge. So, let's see.
You.
Yeah. Let's see. Lexi Neer interviewed Mark Sterling, who was, in a crutch and neck brace. He got killed last week by Wardlow on Dynamite. Will Gilligan returned with the professor. That's a possibility, my friend. And let's see.
Thought this Riho versus Ruby Soho match.
I thought it was pretty good. It was good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, especially for Riho being the first ever AEW Women's Champion, and Ruby Soho. We already know how she works. It was great chemistry between the two. And,
absolutely.
This tournament is starting to heat up with great matchups.
Excuse me. Yeah, you're right. I think it's going to be, as it goes on, it's just going to get better and better.
Absolutely. Oh, and plus we got the announcement. The replacement for Sheeta is Chris Statlander versus Red Velvet. Adonis, I got you.
Adonis, are you happy now? I'm going to stop typing it in the chat.
But I'm going to talk about how Chris Statlander was even chosen to be in this tournament at all. It's a last minute type of gig. I was wondering where she was at out of all these women that was in it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she was there. Wild card Wednesday on tomorrow on Dynamite. That is correct. I'm interested. I'm mostly interested to see who the wild card is in the men's tournament. Who was my prediction last week? Who did I say that? Oh, Johnny Gargano, I think, was my prediction. So we'll have to see where that goes. It might not be him at all.
What, for the Joker?
For the wild card.
A lot of people saying Johnny Gargano. A lot of people saying Cesaro.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cesaro's a good choice. I think
maybe Miro. It may not be no new person. Maybe Miro.
Yeah, maybe Miro.
Miro for a while.
He's been out a while, and there is talk of him returning soon. So yeah, this is good. I think TN Coupon had mentioned this last week when you tuned in. Did I get it right? My prediction is Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. Andy, it will be Nia Jax in the men's division. You just made my night, my friend.
She's been very active on TikTok.
Yes,
Riley,
she has.
So,
yes. Are they dating or is it just friends?
Nah, I think they're just friends. I know she had one of those videos pop up saying that, people may think so, but they're not. They're just friends.
Gotcha.
So main event. What do you think about this TNT championship situation that is like all over the place?
Scorpio Sky defeated Frankie Kazarian with Ethan Page jumping in and using hitting Jesus Christ, Kazarian. Excuse me. Thank you. I got tongue tied there. Brain fart. This was a really good match up until that moment. It was a screw job finish, and then of course they argued afterwards. Did you do it or whatever? And then it looked as if Scorpio Sky was going to maybe turn face or whatever, but then he turned around and smacked him with the belt. And I still think Dan Lambert is awesome. Just saying it.
Nah, he is awesome. It's just the fact is we built up this Scorpio Sky in Philadelphia where he got that big pop of the night winning a ladder match and even had the babyface vibes, but now he's back to heel again with Ethan Page and Dan Lambert, and we still got Sammy Guevara playing his role as well.
Correct. They came out and Dan Lambert was talking a bunch of shit to them and called his lady friend a whore, and so they jumped the fence and ran after him. That dude ran so damn quick out of the arena.
Yeah, he did.
That was a lot of fun.
That much speed like that.
No, for what, a 60-year-old dude, that guy got a lot of speed.
Rampage continues to be I mean, it could be a missable show, but if you want some great wrestling action on a Friday evening, Rampage is it. They had a good little rating, not the rating that they had before, but it was a good little rating for last Friday at the time that they had. But besides Friday, we had Alley Fights Friday and Saturday.
It was a double shot. Yeah. And we're just going to talk about the big moments here from this past weekend, because some of the footage is going to be streamed over the next couple of weeks. So I am going to stream right now. One of it, we're going to talk about it first. There was a huge title change. Lucas Chase came in, cashed in his Anytime, Any Gold contract to go after Kylon King, the Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling Intercontinental Champion. I'm going to show the closing moments of Kylon and Patrick Saint. That was the name, right? Yeah. And then and then right from there, you'll see when Chase comes out. Yeah. All right. So there you go.
Put it right here. You see this? This has just become the most prestigious championship in PAPW. Why? Because tonight I took everything. This is
everyone's here. This is probably the biggest shock of the night. You cashed in your Anytime, Any Gold contract. You're the new PAPW Intercontinental Champion.
Say it again.
You are the new PAPW Intercontinental
Say it again.
You are the new PAPW Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations.
Say the congratulations for yourself and stuff them in a sack. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Oh yeah? That's it. We're done. Well, you think you're done? You want to know how it feels? This is how it feels.
Wow. That's quite impressive.
Wow, indeed. Over a year title reign of the PAPW Intercontinental Championship of Kylon King came to an end. Remember, a year ago, he did the same thing. He cashed in on Max and Morrisov.
Correct. I filmed that match. I watched that not so long ago. I can't believe it, man. That was quite the event right there.
Yeah, it was. The coward, Lucas Chase, the brand new PAPW Intercontinental Champion. He wasn't done yet, was he?
No, he wasn't. We had quite.
He was on the road this weekend.
Yeah, he was on a roll. He apparently worked the next night. So Adonis says, I didn't want Kylon to lose the belt. I got so emotional. I know I heard you in the background crying during that. Don't worry, he's going to get it back. He's going to be two-time. I don't know about that. I mean, anything's possible. But no, he was not. He was not done that weekend. You had a match this weekend, my friend, against Adrian Santos, the Ecuadorian Nightmare. And yeah. And let's see. Chase wanted to have something to say about that too. So let's roll to that footage.
Sit here, you jackass. You keep on coming out here into my matches, but I want your ass in this ring one-on-one. You bitch out. You're in my match tonight. So after that, why don't we do a one-on-one later on tonight? Yeah. That's a joke. That's a joke? That's a joke. I don't play no games. You scared. 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 I'll tell you what. Since you don't want to go on my terms, we can have a dinner something like that. Excuse me, by the way, where's his parents at? Since you want to stick your nose in my business every chance you get, I tell you what, since you are the champion, I'll give you your location the date. I don't care whether the title's on the line now, but since you do got a championship, why don't you put that on the line too? But since you're a champion, you got advantage, you can get to pick the stipulation. You bitch.
Those are some strong words, man. What do you think about this guy? Could you hear me?
I hear you. I got to hit it myself. But I'm hot. You know why? Because this guy comes every time when I have a match, whether it's against Matias for the PAPW Championship or whether this match right here. I haven't wrestled since, the beginning of February. So this guy decides to come in here.
That's about right.
And want to accept my challenge, 3 weeks later. But as we see, as time go along, we see how much of a coward that Lucas Chase is, don't we? Because you got some work.
Oh, I do have more footage. It's not over. This was not the end of the situation. I've got
roll the beautiful beating footage.
Lucas Chase met Matt Awesome, which ended up turning into a title match. And let's see what happened here.
No! That piece of crap goes back to the South Bronx, and this piece of crap is exactly where he belongs, on his knees. I want you to look me in the face, Showtime. I want you to look me in the damn face. You want it, right? You want my PAPW Intercontinental Championship? Shut up! At the next Alley Fights, your ass is mine in a 30-minute Iron Man match.
So, you said he's the champion. He can pick the stipulation. He chose a 30-minute Iron Man match. How do you feel about that?
So usually when I do these podcasts, I sit up nice and close to the camera and be chilled out. But I just want to relax for this one because my guy Lucas Chase picked a 30-minute Iron Man match. And that's fine. That's fine. Because remember, the PAPW Intercontinental Championship was the first championship I ever won for PAPW. And I don't mind getting it back. But it's not about that. It's about respect. And Lucas Chase has lost a lot of respect for me from the last few months. But sooner or later, whenever the date, 30 minutes is what I got to do to beat Lucas Chase, that's what's going to go down.
Don't forget, you still have never been beaten by Chase. You went to a 20-minute time limit back on Black Friday in November.
Yes, and we went a good 20 minutes, and we're going to add 10 more minutes to it, and it's going to be a good showdown.
Definitely looking forward to that. So, yeah, I don't know, man. That's going to be a good one. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of cardio.
Yes. So is that going to be taking place at Power Play? Am I correct? Or that's yet to be determined yet?
I mean, Lucas Chase had the next Alley Fight, so I guess he made his own date or whatever. So he said the next Alley Fight. So I guess whatever next Alley Fight dates that announced, I guess that's
yet to be announced.
Going to happen.
Okay, definitely looking forward to that one. Ray McCullough, that is going to be a great match. Thank you for tuning in, Ray. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a good match. Thank you for tuning in. So, yeah, what else you got tonight, Marcel?
We going over Raw?
Sure, I guess.
Well, before we get to Raw, let's. Well, you know what? It's been enough. It's been enough footage. We're gonna save the last footage for a minute. Let's talk about Raw.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
We thought about Raw this last night.
Raw was Raw. Pretty much the same thing as it is every week.
Raw was all right last night. It was all right. I give it to him. It was all right. You know, the cage match.
I didn't watch the whole episode. The enforcer, Kevin Sabin, is in the chat. Hello, sir. Thank you for tuning in as always.
What's going on, Kevin?
Yeah. Oh, that's one. Yeah, Adonis does have a point. A Sunset Steve against Greg Baylor over the weekend was a pretty decent match as well. That was
no holds barred match.
Yeah, no holds barred match. Greg Baylor came out with a golf club after they, broke into his house and attacked him and Fly Nine. So yeah,
I don't know how Fly Nine got that done. I seen the footage. I'm sure he's on here still, but it's breaking in the house and taking people's shoes.
That was the most important part. The shoes.
That was the most important part.
Shoes ain't cheap these days,
I'm just wondering if Steve ever get it back.
You're gonna have to ask him when I see him next. So yeah, what about Raw?
They opened with an MVP promo, which they didn't have to do. But they had a cage match that was advertised.
I did see that.
Versus Bobby Lashley. We thought this cage match. I thought this cage match was real good and laid out, especially the end with Bobby Lashley taking a nap on the cage, and
I think it ended up being better than expected. It still made almost look strong, as he didn't necessarily, lose the match per se. Excuse me. He just threw Lashley up against the cage, and the cage collapsed, basically, the door, whatever, that section. So it didn't necessarily make almost look bad or anything like that.
Yeah, a la to Austin and McMahon from 1999.
Right. Yep.
Cage broke with Austin falling off the cage, feet touching the floor. This is the same type of thing, and I thought it was a great finish. But the feud still continues because next week we got the Bobby Lashley Almighty Challenge for MVP and Omos.
Should be an interesting one. What was next? What else you got?
We had Theory versus Mustafa Ali, but hold on, ladies and gentlemen, it was a run-in.
It definitely was.
Yeah, special guest referee The Miz, but it wasn't Theory as the opponent. It was Veer Mahan.
Yep. Mustafa Ali, probably one of the most underrated talents in WWE today, got murdered, basically. Just a few minutes, and of course, Theory took time to selfie with Veer and The Miz.
Yeah, and then we had a return with the Mysterios, Dominic and Rey Mysterio.
Yep. Yeah, they made the save. I read today that they're actually going to be following up on a split between the Mysterios, so it's only a matter of time, I guess, as it's supposed to happen. And how it's going to happen, I have no idea. But
that's WWE for you. They break up something.
Yep.
But this is when good. Yeah, listen, they're good enough. I mean, they like breaking up teams.
Yeah.
But this one, the show took a turn. So then we start seeing Becky Lynch come into view of Pierce view of camera view, and then she's like, well, Sasha and Naomi left the building with their bags, put the belts on the table. So we're setting the stage of the bashing begins of Sasha and Naomi, and now we got to figure out what's the real main event that Pure was advertised before Six-Pack Challenge.
Yeah, pure class by WWE. Just got to talk about it throughout the whole episode and make them look bad for not, taking their ball and going home. Yeah. Yep.
But we had Riddle versus Jimmy Uso, which I thought this was a real good match, good TV match.
I thought this was a really good match. I like the setup, the ending, how was it Jimmy rolled him up and Jay was trying to push up against him and he got caught, and Riddle just rolled him up for the win.
Yes, he did. Randy Orton out on family business, and he was doing it solo, so he come out with the W against one of the Usos, which this Friday on SmackDown, we having the unification. Hopefully, I don't know, things may change. They say on the press release, everything they have advertised, they don't mess up, but they do. It's got history of it. But this Friday is supposed to be RK Bro versus the Usos.
Wow, I might have to actually tune in live for that if I can, but try to see what actually happens for that.
Yeah, then we had Edge with the promo offering spots for the Judgment Day.
This is when Tommaso Ciampa is going to join. I heard that there is the rumor that he's going to be a member of the Judgment Day. I mean, that's been going around for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Finn Balor doing it. I could see Finn Balor joining.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. That's a good call. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see him turning. I like the way they try to add Liv Morgan to it because you need a female for this type of program because you got Rhea Ripley. So it was good to see the tag team of AJ Styles and Finn Balor versus Carrillo and Is it Garcia?
Garza.
Is it Garza? Sorry, take it back.
Angel Garza. Sorry, I almost
Angel
called him
Garza.
Hector. That's
The son of Hector Garza.
Yeah, I messed up. Almost messed up.
It's okay. I messed up his name. It's okay.
Great talent, by the way. Yeah, I mean, great talent.
It was a good tag team match. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
We had Alexa Bliss versus Sonia Deville, the rematch from last week.
Yeah. Nothing really. Nothing really is mentioned about this.
All right, we're going to fast forward to Cody Rhodes promo. They've been advertising this for a time. They had a time clock on the screen for the 10 o'clock start time of Cody Rhodes promo. What you thought about that, Rick?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Why were they pushing it for a whole entire hour? Just Cody's coming. Like, they didn't want people to tune out.
Because
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Guardian Chaos favorite group, favorite sport, the NBA. They don't want nobody to tune out.
They don't want to lose ratings. So yeah, they did that last week though with Cody in theory, and then once the match was over, they just didn't give a shit. So
yeah, but last night I don't think they really had competition. Last night was there a playoff game last night?
I think it was not last night. No, because the ratings were up actually.
See. And they advertised Cody. I guess they wanted to make sure that they wouldn't turn the channel at all. It doesn't matter what's on. But
right.
This Cody promo was setting up for Seth Rollins for Hell in a Cell, for the Hell in a Cell match at the Hell in a Cell event.
That's going to be the Hell in a Cell match at Hell in a Cell, Cody and Seth.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, I by that point I had tuned out. Yes. So. You know how it is with Raw with me sometimes.
I know. It's that third hour, man. That third hour, it takes a toll on people. There was a lot of things with Kevin Owens, with Ezekiel that still carry on. But we're going to fast forward to the main event. But before we get to the main event, what do you think of this Lacey Evans gimmick that we got going on? First, she had a babyface thing going on with the promos, and now it seemed like she's taking that turn.
She's going back heel, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, she was a heel for a very long time while she was in there, so it really wouldn't,
Yeah, but these promos of her, having abuse and her being in the army and stuff, that was kind of setting up a babyface type gig, and it seemed like they trying to fool us with the Kurt Angle vibes when he first made the debut.
Right. He came in as the American hero, but was a heel. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it could be all right, provided it works well and they do it well enough.
Yeah, and then we got the main event, Asuka versus Becky Lynch. They only had 8 minutes, but it was a good 8 minutes. Asuka went with the mist in the face when Becky Lynch was about to grab her umbrella, Asuka's umbrella for the cheating win, but Asuka comes out with the win. Now we gonna get the Hell in a Cell. Without the Hell in a Cell match, Asuka versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship.
That's impressive. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see Asuka back and that she's going to be taking on somebody like Bianca Belair. I think that could really be a quality matchup.
Yeah, I would have said that this is the first ever meeting, but I guess they had a meeting a week ago in under 5 minutes.
Jesus, that's WWE for you.
That is WWE for you.
Yep.
But before we get into the Dynamite review, roll that footage.
Dynamite.
All the upcoming.
What Dynamite? What Dynamite? Didn't we talk about Dynamite last week?
No, we gonna review tomorrow. I mean,
not preview.
Preview. I'm sorry, correction, people. It's late. Tired.
My bad.
We're gonna preview Dynamite for tomorrow, but before we do that, we gonna give you all the upcoming events in our local area.
There's so many great events coming up in June, yet I'm very limited. I have a very busy month. 3 weddings in 1 month. So I got to try to fit time in for wrestling too. I mean, not try, I'm definitely going to, but damn, man, that just the matches, I mean, the shows that were listed right there, that's a busy month, man.
Yeah, it's a busy month for a lot of workers out there and a busy month for the Connecticut, the whole tri-state area, basically. But even myself, we got June 3rd, BST Wrestling. I'm facing Garrett Holiday for the first time ever. It's a big event. We got PAPW with 2 big events in June.
Yep.
And we got NEW with big events with big appearances from big stars. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Ray, for tuning in. Have a good night. Yeah, BST, is going to be a very good show. Hopefully I can get out to that one. It all depends on my, I think, what's the date of that one again? Was it the 18th?
Which one?
BST. Is that June?
It's June 3rd.
I might be able to go to that one. Don't forget, June 18th, Empire Pro is coming back. 662 Co Avenue, East Haven, Connecticut. It was a Rise of the Empire, excuse me. That's going to be a really good show. I'm looking forward to that one, and we're going to have those promoters on very soon to chat that event and such. And I'm going to be showing some of the previews of that, such as their talent announcements. You can check our social media and the Empire Pro social media for updates constantly, basically almost daily, as to who's going to be on the show and such. So stay tuned for that. Very good show coming up. So let's get into something.
Just get some, a lot of shows coming up this month and next month. It's kind of hot right now. We got to make up for all that pandemic time that we missed. So get ready for all the action. But Rick is going to give us a rundown of tomorrow's Dynamite from Houston,
forward to
Texas.
it. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be talking about it later in the week. Let's see. It's going to be Wild Card Wednesday. We're going to have a Jericho, William Regal confrontation. Sorry. Samoa Joe is going to be taking on the Joker in the Owen tournament. Thank you. I got tongue tied again there. I keep saying it. I'm trying. Kyle O'Reilly, we're taking on Phoenix in the tournament. Britt Baker and the Joker in the women's tournament. Hangman Page takes on Konosuke Takeshita, with CM Punk will be on commentary for that match. Wardlow will take 10 lashes from MJF, and Adam Cole taking on Jeff Hardy. And the first match for the first semifinal match for the Owen tournament. How do you think that's going to go? Who's your choice in that match?
Adam Cole and Jeff Hardy. I think Adam Cole will take it.
It's very possible. I said that about Darby and Jeff, and guess who walked away? So yeah, I think I'd like to see Adam Cole go forward. I don't think Jeff Hardy needs to go and win the tournament. I don't think he really needs to go further. I mean, the guy's done everything in the business, really. So I think it'd be really great to see somebody like Adam Cole in there.
No, absolutely. I see him going to the finals against, I guess, the wild card, the Joker. Samoa Joe is in for a challenge, man. I can't wait to see who's his Joker going to be for both the women's and the men's.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So if we don't have anything else, which I think we don't, I think we're going to wrap it up.
Yes, sir. We're going to wrap it up. We'll be back here Thursday at what time, Rick? What time?
Probably 9:00.
There we go. 9:00.
Yeah.
To review Dynamite live from Houston, Texas. And we're going to see the reveal of the Jokers and talk about it here on at PWZ Podcasts.
I don't have the sunset footage ready to roll, Adonis. Sorry, I was prepared to talk about certain other things. You could also go to YouTube. That's a great invention, YouTube. So you can hit us up on social media, PWZ Network on Instagram, PWZ on Facebook and PWZ Podcast on Twitter. You can also email us, pwzpodcast@gmail.com, and at the Rick Del Santo on the Twitter machine. Marcel.
And you can follow me at Showtime Marcel on the Twitter, on Instagram, and follow me at Showtime. Well, you follow me Showtime Marcel Williams on Facebook. Send me some chats. Say hello. You want me to answer any questions? I'll answer them. But we'll see you on the flip on Thursday at 9 o'clock.
Take care, everybody.